कहने काम पे जाके भी नींद आ जाती है, टेंशन हो जाती है, डिप्रेशन हो जाता है। एक गाड़ी की भी किस्त देनी है, घर की भी किस्त देनी है। जब दरबार पे आओ तो अपनी आत्मा मां के चरणों में छोड़ दो, सब संभालेगी। दो चीजें, अनपढ़ हूं, लेकिन जंगलों में घुसता घुसता कीड़ों को देखता रहा, सांपों को देखता रहा, घबराया नहीं। क्योंकि आज भी अघोरी बाबा का इतना सम्मान आदर करता हूं मैं, जो बेचारे अकेले जंगलों में बैठे। आइए, बड़ा सुंदर भजन, जोरदार ताली बजानी भाई, थोड़ी रौनक लानी, पंजाबी समझ। एक चीज और याद आ गई, जब भी मंदिर जाएं, कभी ये मत देखना कि वो साउथ के बैठे हैं, वो सरदार बैठे हैं। सारा ईश्वर आपको देखता है कि किस भाव से ये आ रहा है, क्या मां के चरणों में जा रहा है कि मुझे भी देख रहा है। इसलिए हर तरफ नजर, हर तरफ माथा टेके, सबको पूरा आशीर्वाद मिलेगा। समझ लो बड़े खुशनसीब हम कि इंडिया छोड़ के यहां बैठे हैं और ईश्वर के दर्शन अगर कर रहे हो तो भाव छोड़ दो। हाँ जी, कोई बात नहीं, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं है। दो आंखें एक नाक, ठीक है जी, दो कान दो टांगे। बाबूजी मैंने वही कहा है कि जब मंदिर चले जाए ना, ठीक है, ये ना देखें कोई साउथ है, कोई गुजराती है, कोई कुछ है, हर जगह मिले, हर जगह माथा टेकें, सब भाव चढ़ते हैं। कोई बात नहीं, अंग्रेजी मुझे आती नहीं। एक बड़ा गहरा भजन, दो बड़े गहरे भजन सुनाऊंगा जी। सुन सुन के आत्मा बढ़ के रात को सोता नहीं। इंसान बनूं चाहे जानवर, चाहे किसी भी देश में हो मेरा घर, उस पल से तेरा हो जाऊं, उस पल से तेरा हो जाऊं, इस धरती पर जिस वक्त बनूं हर जन्म तुम्हारा। हाँ जी, पापा ही पैसे का बड़े कमा रहे हैं जी। हुण की पता कि जिहड़ा लंगर खाने वो हजम होंदा कि नहीं होंदा। बीइंग ए डॉक्टर, मैं डॉक्टर भी हूँ आयुर्वेदिक, इसलिए सभी को बोलता हूँ इवन ब्लैक्स व्हाइट कि वी डोंट नो आवर इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर, व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन इनसाइड। हाँ जी, हाँ जी। बस ये लास्ट गाल में नहीं शब्द
स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तारिक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु बृहदस्वामरुतः वृष्णिमातरः शुभं यावानो विदधे कुजगमायः अग्निर्देवामानमः शूरचक्षसो विश्वेनो देवा अवसागमन्ये। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। प्रेम से बोले श्री व्यासपीठ भगवान की जय।
प्रेम से बोलो सिया भज रामचंद्र की जय। Dear devotees, let us all clasp our hands, close our eyes, bow our heads, and join in prayer. Om Swasti Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. द्वादशैतानि नामानि यहुवते चुनुयादपि ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ सारस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाले नमो नमः। वेद वेदान्त वेदांगं नित्यस्थानेभ्यैव च। ॐ विनाभिरे विपुलमङ्गलदानशीले भक्तार्तिनाशनि विरञ्च हरीश वन्दे। कीर्ति प्रदेय किल मनोरथहे महाते। विद्याप्रदायिनि सरस्वती नमोमि नित्यम्। ॐ आखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ॐ मन्त्रा सत्यं पूजा सत्यं सत्यदेवा निरञ्जनं गुरुर्वाक्यं सदा सत्यं सत्यमेवाहुरं वदम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय। शुभं शुभं महेश्वराय कैलासपति श्री सदाशिवायेभ्यो नमो नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः गच्छ रावणादिं रमापतिं राजीवलोचनं रामं तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम् ॐ गोविन्दं गोकुलानन्दं गोपालं गोपवल्लभं गोवर्धनोद्धरं वीरं तं वन्दे गोमतीप्रियम् ॐ हे राम पुरुषोत्तमा नरहरे नारायणं केशवम् हे गोविन्द भजे गुणनिधे दामोदरं माधवम् हे कृष्णा कमलापति जगुपति सीतापति श्रीपति अरे वैकुंठाधिपति चराचरपति लक्ष्मीपति पाहि हे लक्ष्मीपति पाहि मां हे व्रजचंद्र मुकुंद कृष्ण नंदनंदन घनश्याम चरण शरण मोहिया कृपा सिंधु भगवान राधा 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 भज कृष्ण चरण शरणं प्रभु श्री राम मैं सब जग जानी जोरी जुग पारी because my Anuj, Giresh, and his Bharja, Sakshi Devi, have decided to come together to give thanks and to show gratitude to the Supreme Narayan in the form of Bhagavan Sri Radha Krishna as they begin their wedded life together. This is our parampara, this is our teachings and our traditions. We give thanks to Bhagavan at every step in our life. This is what Sanatana Dharma teaches us. Today's Katha is taken from the Dasmaskand, the 10th book of Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. And we won't focus on Bhagavan Sri Krishna lifting the Govardhan Parva. Instead, we'll focus on what came before that. The dialogue between Bhagavan Krishna and his father Nanda. This Katha deals with pride. We are all prideful in some way or the other. And forgive me, for those of us who say that we are without pride, then that is your pride speaking. We all have pride. So this Katha deals with Bhagavan Sri Krishna stopping the Indra Yajna, the pooja, the veneration to Indra. And in order to understand this Katha, we have to tell ourselves that I am Indra and you all are Indra. We are prideful beings. And if we can remember this, and we can remember tonight's Katha, then when we are faced with trials and tribulations in life, we will be able to easily cross it. Our Katha begins with Bhagavan Sri Krishna. How old was Bhagavan Krishna when he lifted Govardhan Parva? 7 years old. Bhagavan Sri Krishna lifted Govardhan when he was 7 years old. So imagine how a little 7-year-old child is going around Braj. And as he's walking around Braj, he's smelling all types of delicacies being made. He goes to his mother, he says, Ma, what is all this preparation for? She says, Lala, we're doing Indrajay. Indrajay Jai. He says, for what? What is the purpose of doing this Indra Puja? Explain this to me. She says, Lala, I don't have time. I'm busy cooking. Go to your father and ask him. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna goes to his father, along with Balabhadra, Baldev, Balaram. And Sri Krishna teaches us a very important lesson from the inception of the Katha. In life, when we believe in something, when we are passionate about something, stand up for it. Even if we find ourselves like Bhagavan Krishna and we stand alone, stand up for what we believe in. You will hear how a 7-year-old Bhagavan Sri Krishna stands up to the inhabitants of Braj and how he expresses his opinions about why they should not conduct this Indra Yajna and in its place conduct Govardhan Puja. Our Katha begins. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha. Om Bhagavan Pitatraiva Baladevena Samyuta Apasyan Niva Sangopan Indrayag Kritodhyaman. So like I told you, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is going around Braj now with Balabhadra, Balaram. And he knows Sukdeva Goswami is relaying this katha. He's narrating this katha to Parikshit. So Sukdeva was telling Parikshit, he says, O king, O Rajan, Bhagavan is Sarvatma. He's omnipresent. He resides here, there, and everywhere. And Bhagavan is Sarvadarshana. He's omniscient. What is there that he doesn't know? O Rajan, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is playing the part of a 7-year-old child and he's asking his father as if he doesn't know. What is this that you're doing? What is all this fuss and preparation for? And this is what happened. Om. Bhagavan Sri Krishna asks his father to tell him in detail what this puja is about. What is the purpose behind it? What are the fruits of performing such a sacrifice? And then he tells his father, Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namah. Om Gyatva Gyatva Chakarmani Jano Yamanu तिष्ठति विदुषः कर्म सिद्धि स्याद्यथा न विदुषो भवेत्. So, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is asking his father, he says, what is the purpose behind performing this sacrifice? Because in life, everything has to have a meaning. If we perform something just for the sake of doing it, and we don't understand the meaning behind it, well then that action becomes null and void. It has no merit, it has no weight. So Father, explain to me what this sacrifice is for. What is the purpose of it? In this age of Kali Yuga, a lot of us perform a lot of sacrifice, a lot of rituals, but do we know the meaning behind it? We all heard Santoshi Mata Bhajan. We know Fridays that we have to, when we keep fast, we keep Santoshi Vrat, we keep away from sour. But do we know why? We don't know why. We all know we have to go and offer a lota jal to Bhagavan Shiva, but do we know the reason behind it? So if we just perform these actions without knowing the reason, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying it holds no weight. So tell me in detail what this sacrifice for Indra is for. I want to know. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namah. And his father responds to him, Sri Nanduvachaha Purjanyo Bhagavan Indro Meghastasyatma Murtaya Tebhivarshanti Bhutanam Prinam Jivanam Payaha. Nand tells Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he says, O Krishna, Indra is the king of heaven. He controls the rain and the megha, the clouds are his own personal representatives. When we pray to Indra and we perform his puja, then Indra in turn is pleased with us and he blesses us with rain. And this rain in turn allows our grass to grow. And by this grass, our cows are able to graze. We are able to grow crops and we're able to sustain ourselves and make our livelihood off of our cows. So this is why we perform this puja to Indra. And he says, by performing Indra puja, this yajna, one is blessed with dharma, arth, kam, and moksha. One is blessed with religiosity, dharma. One is blessed with arth, economic development, kam, material pleasures, and moksha, liberation. But when we perform our puja and prayers, we should do it nishkam bhavsev, with no strings attached. Bhakti should not be mixed with barter. Not Bhagwan, if you give me this, I will do this. If you do this, I will do that. That is not bhakti. That is give and take. Lena dena. Ramayana Katha tells us, Bharat Bhaiya tells Bharadwaj Muni, Aratana dharamana kamuruchi, gati na chahu nirvan. He says, I don't care for art. I don't care for dharma. I don't want these things. So then as a devotee, what should we want? What should be our goal, our aim in life? Bharat Bhaiya tells us, Janama Janama Rati Rama Pada. Birth after birth, may I always be devoted to the feet of Bhagavan Ram. Yehi Baradan Anuan. This is what a devotee should ask Bhagavan for. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha. Sukdev is continuing now to tell Raja Parikshit. Om Vacho Nisham Yanandasya Tathanyesham Vrajau Indraya Manyum Janayan Pitaram Praha Keshava. Sukdev was telling Parikshit Maharaj. He says, O Rajan, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is Keshava, sat and he listened to the words of his father. He listened to everything he had to say. And then Bhagavan Sri Krishna is about to respond. But everything in Sanatana Dharma has a meaning, has a purpose. There's a reason Bhagavan Sukadeva Goswami refers to Bhagavan Krishna as Keshava. The Ka in Keshava stands for the creation potency. Brahma. The Isha in Keshava stands for Sanghar Tattva, or the potency of destruction, Bhagavan Shiv. And the Va in Keshava stands for Sthiti Tattva, he who protects. That is Vishnu Bhagavan. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna, that Supreme Narayan, is the embodiment of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. He's also the one who creates, sustains, and destroys. So Bhagavan, Sukadeva Goswami is saying that, Rajan, listen, in this katha, you will hear how Bhagavan creates in the form of Brahma this Govardhan Puja, this Bidhi for us that we all know today. You will hear how Bhagavan in the form of Sadashiv destroys the pride of Indra. And you will hear how Bhagavan in the form of Vishnu, the Supreme Narayan in the form of Vishnu, provides protection to the goats and the cows. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Bhagavan Vachaha. The Supreme Narayan, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, is about to respond. Om Karmana Jayate Jantu Karmanaiva Pradiyate Sukham Dukham Bhayam Shemam Karmaneva Vipadyate. Bhagavan Krishna is telling his father, he says, "Oh Nanda Baba, Karmana Jayate Jantu. Based on our actions, we take birth. Based on our karma, our work, our deeds, we give up. We take birth and then we give up that life. Our karma is the cause of Sukham Dukham Bhayam Shemam. Our karma, our action is the cause of our happiness, distress, our fear, and our Shemam, our bravery. All of these things are the cause of karma, or all of these things are the effects of karma. Om Kimmendrena Bhutanam Swaswa Karmanuvartinam Anisenam Yatha Kartum Swabhava Vihitam Nrinam. O Father, living beings in this world are forced to experience the consequences of their own actions. What can Indra do to change the course of one's karma? Indra is just the minister of rain. He's not the god of rain. Likewise, Agni Narayan is not the god of fire. They're simply the ministers. They oversee these functions. Narayan, the Supreme Narayan, is the controller. He's the one that gives rain. He's the one that gives fire, that gives wind, that gives air. The Panch Tattva, the 5 elements. It is ultimately Bhagavan Narayan that controls it. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, Indra cannot even alter the course of man. He can't alter one's karma. What can he really do for you? Indra himself is desirous of a human body. So what can Indra bless us with, Father? Tulsikrit Ramayana tells us in a beautiful chaupai. Bare bhagya manusatan bhava, bare bhagya manusatan, bare bhagya manusatan bhava, bare bhagya Sura durlabha sab grantha digava, Sura durlabha sab grantha digava, Sura durlabha sab grantha digava, Sura durlabha sab grantha digava. Shri Ram, Ram Ram bolo, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Uttarakhand of Sri Ram Manas. Bhagavan Ram himself is telling the inhabitants of Ayodhya बड़े भाग्य मानुष तन पावा. Blessed indeed is one to achieve this manush sharir, this human body. Why? Suraduralabh. It is rare, it's hard for even the angels of heaven, Indra, Agni, Varun, Vayu, all of the angels of heaven, it's so difficult for them to achieve this form that we have. 8.4 million different species of life, and of them all, Bhagavan, with his mercy, blessed us to be humans. Even the devatas are subjected to take birth again. Once their karma, their good merit is exhausted. So what can Indra really do for us, Father? Kahuna ko sukha dukh karda, kahuna ko sukha dukh karda, dukh karda ram, dukh karda, dukh karda ram, dukh Lakshman Bhai is telling Nishad Raj Guha. Guha told him, he said, "Oh Lakshman, your mother's heart, Kaikeyi's heart, is hard more than a stone. How can she send Bhagavan Ram, Raghavendra, Sita Mata, and you with your tender feet into the forest, to sleep on the hard ground, to thread in the forest? How can your mother do that, O Lakshman?" And Lakshman responds, no one is to blame for another man's happiness and another man's sadness. So then who's to be blamed, faithful? If I can't blame you and you can't blame me, who are we to blame? Lakshman Bhaiya tells us, Nijakrita karma bhoga sabdhata, Nijakrita karma bhoga sabdhata, Nijakrita karma bhoga times in life and we're met with punishment. Who is responsible? If I can't blame you and you can't blame Bhajan, who do we blame? That's what Bhaiya says in Shabraj Guha. Nijakrita karma. Here goes that word karma again. We reap what we sow. When you do good in life, you will get good back. When you don't do good, well then you can't expect good. Karma is to be blamed. Sujana jana bhajale Sri Sarasapam. Sujana jana bhajale Sri Sarasapam. Ram Sri Ram Jai Ram Bhaj Ram Jai Ram Bhaj Ram. Oh brother, our karma is responsible for our good times, and our karma is also responsible for our times of distress. Bhagavan Sri Krishna continues, Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha Dehanucha Vacham Jantu Prapyo Srijati Karmana Shatru Mitram Udasina Karmeva Guru Ishvara. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, "Oh Father, our karma, our actions, it is our friend, it is our enemy, and it is our neutral witness in life. It follows us everywhere we go. Not only that, our karma is our guru, our karma is our preceptor, our teacher, and it is our Ishvara, it is our God. Our karma follows us. There's no way of escaping the actions that we perform." This is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling his father. And then Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Father, in my opinion, if you were to ask me, work should be one's chosen deity. One should worship work itself. So now some people might ask, what is this? What am I saying? What did Bhagavan Sri Krishna say? Should we stop coming to Mandir? Should we stop praying and just work and accumulate wealth? Huh? That is not what Bhagavan means when he says worship work. In the next verse you'll hear what Sri Krishna means when he says your work should be your worship. Your work should be your deity. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha Vartet Brahmana Vipro Rajanyo Rakshaya Bhuvaha Vaishyastu Vardaya Jive Chudrastu Dvijay Sevaya. This is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna means by work. He's essentially saying to follow the order of the Varna system. Meaning, Jayate Brahmana Vipro. The Brahmanas should study the Vedas. They should study the scriptures and execute all types of rituals. And this is how they will make their living. The Kshatriyas, the members of the royal order, the warriors, they should make their living by giving protection. And Father, the Vaishyas, those who are in the trades, they make their livelihood by trade. And the Shudras, they should make their livelihood by tending to the Dvijas. This is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna says this is what he means when he says that one should worship work itself. We should live according to the Varna system and have respect for the Varna system. You see, in this age of Kali, we don't care much for the Varna system, do we? Some of us don't. But let's be practical. If you have a toothache, will you go to a mechanic to get remedy for the toothache? If you want to build a house, will you go to a doctor to draw a blueprint for you? This is nonsensical, right? What is Pandit saying? Makes no sense. Well, the same thing applies for our spiritual life. We must give respect to the Varna system. It is there for a reason. Bhagavan created the Varna system for a reason. So when you want to perform puja, when you want to perform any type of religious work, you go and you find your Brahman Pandits. And you will hear Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives respect to the Brahmins in the upcoming verses. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namah Krishiva Nijyago Raksha Kusidam Turyamuchate Varta Chaturvidha Tatra Vayam Go Vrittayo Nishvam. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, O Nanda Baba, of the four castes, we belong to the Vaishya. And the Vaishyas are fourfold. There are four divisions. A Vaishya is either involved in farming, cow protection, lending money, or commerce. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling Nanda Baba, he says, of these four, oh Father, we tend to the cows. We're Gwalabans, we tend to the cows. And so we make our livelihood from giving protection and serving Gomata. Om. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, oh Father, Indra has nothing to do with the production of rain. The clouds act under the mode of Rajogun, the mode of passion. We all act under the three modes, whether it's Satogun, Rajogun, or Tamogun. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, oh Father, the clouds act under the mode of Rajogun, the mode of passion, and they give rain. Indra has nothing to do with this. He doesn't control the rain. If we did Indra Yagya here tonight, would it rain here in the Delphi, Maryland alone? Or will it rain other places too? It will rain other places as well, right? So Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying that Indra doesn't control the rain. The clouds act under the mode of Rajogun, the mode of passion, and they produce rain. And he says that, oh Father, it is in my opinion that a sacrifice should be made instead. With all of these articles and ingredients that you've gathered for Indra Yajna, take it and perform puja to Govardhan. Perform puja to Gaumata, Mother Cow, and worship the Brahmins. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha. He said, let the Brahmins come and recite Vedic mantras. Let them make offerings into Agni Narayan, the sacred fire. And after that, what happens? Om Manye Bhyascha Swachandala Patitebhyo Yatharhatah Yavasam Cha Gavam Dattva Giraye Diyatam. Oh Father, after that, feed everyone that is involved, down to the lowest of sinners. Exclude no one from this sacrifice. Give down to your Brahmins. Feed the cows. And after that, feed everyone. Involve all of Braj. Don't exclude anyone. Even the lowest of sinners, include them in this sacrifice, your Father. And this is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. We don't differentiate. We treat everyone equally. Siya Rama mein sab jaga jani, karu pranam jodi juga pani. Bhagavan Sri Sitaram resides within the core of every individual, not just humans, every being. In Bhagavad Gita, Supreme Sri Krishna tells Arjuna, Hridyeshe Arjuna Tishtati. O Arjuna, understand that I reside within the heart. And so this is what our Sanatana Dharma teaches us. We don't exclude anyone when we're performing religious work to Bhagavan. Because Bhagavan resides within us all. परहित सरिस धर्म नहीं भाई, परहित सरिस धर्म नहीं भाई, परहित सरिस धर्म नहीं भाई, राम धर्म नहीं भाई, धर्म नहीं भाई, रामा धर्म नहीं भाई. Helping work, to be a humanitarian, to do good work. Bhagavan Sri Ram says, there's no greater position, there's no greater work than being a good Samaritan, doing good. When you see a fellow man in need of a help, don't turn your cheek the other way and go. Extend the helping hand. This is dharma. This is religion. Likewise, there's no greater sin that you can commit than seeing someone in need and turning a blind eye and ignoring them. परहित सरिस धर्म नहीं भाई, 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 परवीराश्रम नहीं अधमाई, नहीं अधमाई राम, नहीं अधमाई, नहीं अधमाई रामा, नहीं अधमाई राम. राम राम बोलो. So Bhagavan Sri Krishna instructs Nand Baba and the other cowherd men on how they should execute this Govardhan Puja. And so Nanda Baba, along with the other cowherd men, they accepted what he said. It made sense. And they proceeded now to perform Govardhan Puja. Just as Bhagavan Sri Krishna instructed, they brought their Brahmans, they gave them dan, they asked them to perform the Havan, they fed the cows, and then they went down, circumambulated Govardhan and made all of their offerings to Govardhan. And a very miraculous thing happened at that point. As the inhabitants of Braj were standing in front of Govardhan with their offerings in their hand, this is what happened. Om Krishna Swan Yatamam Rupam Gopa Visrambhanam Gata Shailosmiti Bruvat Bhuri Balimadat Brihadvapu. So as the inhabitants of Braj stood in front of Govardhan with their offerings in their hand, at that time, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is sitting or standing with Nanda, Jasoda, and the rest of the Brajvasis, he's standing there with them. But at the same time, he now assumes a form that overshadows Govardhan. And he tells the inhabitants of Braj, he says, I am Govardhan. I am this hill that you've prayed to. And I have appeared to personally accept all of your offerings. And then the people of Braj, along with Bhagavan Sri Krishna, bow down to this form of Govardhan. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, look how merciful this Govardhan is, this Parvat. Father, you've performed Indra Yajna for so many years. Has Indra ever blessed you with his darshan? Have you ever seen Indra? But look how merciful Govardhan is. He appeared to us on the first time. The first go round, he appeared to bless us personally. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namah. And news reached Indralok, the abode of Indra. The gopis and the gwals, along with Gaumata, they're making their way back home now. And as they're going back home, like I said, the news reached Indralok. And Indra, like I told you, is very prideful. He's very arrogant. He's egotistical. He considers himself the supreme Narayan. And so when he heard that the inhabitants of Braj stopped the performance of his yajna, he became angry. And he summoned the clouds of universal destruction. And this is what he says to them. Om Sri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha. Aho Sri Madamahatmyam Gopanam Kananaukasam Krishnam Martyam Upasritya Ye Chakrur Devahelanam. Indra said now, look how arrogant these people of Braj are. They put aside my puja in order to listen to Krishna and perform this Govardhan puja. They are very prideful because of everything I have blessed them with. You know, in life, we tend to project what we feel inside, we project it onto other people. Isn't that so? When we're good inside, we see good in people. When we're not so good, we don't tend to see the good in people. Right? What we are inside, that is what we project. And so all Indra is doing now is he's projecting the traits that are within him. his ego, his pride, his arrogance, he's projecting that now onto the people of Braj. And he's saying, look how they are. When this time it's him. He's the one that's like that. And so he orders the clouds. He says, go to Braj. I will follow you on Airavat, my elephant. And I will bring with me the Marut Ganas, the wind gods. And collectively, we shall destroy Braj. We'll wash and wipe Braj right off the map completely. Right off the map. And the clouds of universal destruction listened to Indra. They went to Braj now. And they started to rain down. Heavy streams of rain. And the breeze, the wind started to blow. Now Gau Mata, the holy mother cow, started to shiver. The inhabitants of Braj, they started to shiver. High ground couldn't be distinguished from low ground anymore. Every which way you saw, it was just water. Because of the torrents of rain that was falling. And the inhabitants of Braj, they ran to Bhagavan Krishna for protection. Because Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells us in Bhagavad Gita, my devotees never perish. My devotees never perish. So knowing this, the inhabitants of Braj ran to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And they started to pray to him. Daya karo Prabhu, daya karo. Daya